Hey there. Let me never do an intro like that ever again. I am so sorry. Either way, for those of you that don't know and live under a rock, there's this beautiful, immaculate, wonderful place where there's so many original characters inside of Dandy's world. We're going to look at these fully fleshed out, super awesome OCs. We're also going to look at yours. So if you want me to look at your OC and rank it, go ahead and join the channel link down below. First and foremost, let's talk about how I rank original characters. And also, I'll show you guys all of the art that Quelver has released up to this date. Also, I wanted to say, Quelver is a she, not a he. My fault. Either way, ranking OCs is kind of weird, but this is how it works. Just know, something that's F tier basically means it's not an original character. It means you put Sonic in Dandy's world. That's not original, that's just Sonic in Dandy's world. That is like the only thing that could be an F. Something that's C tier is something that I just really don't see fitting. Well, actually, C is just something that's overpowered. It's like someone wanted to make an OC, but they broke it. And that's just not fun. You know, you want to make it still integrated into the game. If it's not something that can actually be played, then it's not, this is not very good. That's a C tier. Something that's B tier doesn't mean it's inherently bad. It just means I don't fully see it encapsulating the Dandy's world. It's a cool OC, it's a cool idea, it's balanced. It's just not toony. It's just not Dandy's world. Something that's A tier is essentially B tier, except I could see it being in Dandy's world. And something that's S tier is something that I would literally get out my credit card for and say, take my money. Something that I would die to have in the game. I want to play it. It is awesome, it's cool, it's unique, it's quirky, it looks cool, everything about it is good. There are not that many S tiers, so keep that in mind. Let's get into it. Also, really fast, make sure to unsubscribe so we don't hit 25K, because if we hit 25K by the end of September, I have to wear this horrific costume for Halloween. I'm not kidding. So let's not do that. Thank you. Let's jump into these OCs. I want to start with the random one first, because there's a lot here. I'm going to close my eyes, scroll, and see which one I land on. There. All right, this one. We sniped this one. Coming up first, we have either Chessie or Cheesy. Not entirely sure who this is. Either way, Chessie will like teaching cooking with kids, maybe listen to her. Okay, so this toon clearly is going to be friends with Sprout as well as Cosmo. Already like it. They're definitely going to be a main toon. And let's add up the stars. That, we always want to make it equal 15. 8 plus 3. I'm doing the math, running the numbers. My IQ is 15 billion. I'm just kidding. I have negative brain cells. Okay, it has 16 stars. I'm minusing points for that. That's one too many. However, its rules are kind of weird. It seems kind of like a weak extractor. It's a weak-ish extractor. Chessie or Cheesy is a cheesecake. Fair enough. With their topped with a whipped cream blueberry next to a whipped cream. She wears a mint dress. They're having orange socks. She has 2 eyelashes on the side of her eye. Oh yeah, she kind of does look like a cheesecake duck, huh? Either way, she has one ability called Delicious Food. However, it is to be announced. Her ability is not announced yet. Dang. She also doesn't have a twisted version of herself, but she'll cost 1,400 Iker. So this toon isn't bad. It's just not fully fleshed out. I could see this being good eventually, but because the stats aren't balanced and there isn't a trinket, a twisted, all that, I'm gonna have to give this a C. Who did that? Nah, that was whack. Who's actually wolf whistling at a drawn? Who just doubled down? You can't do that. You're being weird. Either way, we got a main toon who has 7, 9, 12, 16 stars again. You're losing points here, Tempera T. Either way, Tempera is a template based. What template based? What does that mean? What does template based mean? I don't know what that means. Either way, she wears fake eyelashes on one side, a glowing bright yellow star hair clip that goes below the eyes, below blue triangular earrings, a neck turtle, tights, and boots. Yeah, some weird guy was whistling at her. Wouldn't want to run into that guy on the streets. He's probably a little bony. Get it? Because I'm a skeleton. Either way, this toon has 2 abilities that are fully flushed out, which is nice. But it doesn't appear that she has a twisted version yet, which is fine. And she might. I'll look. Wait, disclaimer. Tempera T is not a template. That is her species. What does that mean? Either way, her main ability is going to be called Placeholder. This tune automatically grabs extraction items when near. This includes stopwatches, instructions, skill check candy when near. So it just automatically picks up items. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, that ability kind of sucks. That's a pretty bad ability. Her second ability is called Testing Dummy. This tune spawns out a dummy that distracts Twisted. It disappears in 5 seconds. It has a cooldown of 90 seconds. So this is only good if, like, in a chase, you can place it down and it almost guarantees that the Twisteds lose attention on you and get attention on the dummy. Because if it doesn't, then that sucks. It would also be better, not necessary, if the dummy could take a hit, because then that would garner a Twisted animation time. And on top of that, it would definitely force them to lose their attention for you to give you time to either regain a little bit of stamina or just altogether get away. And considering this tune is definitely an distractor, I would say it's actually pretty solid. So all in all, the main ability really takes away from it. And I wish it had a twisted version. I wish it had a trinket, but I really do like the concept of this build. I'm gonna give it a B. This is a pretty solid B tune. Coming up next, we got Clockwork. And honestly, we've seen a lot of clock tunes, which I'm not upset about. I actually literally just bought a grandfather clock. Okay, it's not a grandfather clock, but I did just buy a kind of expensive clock for no reason. And I'm kind of broke, so it was actually really stupid. But clocks are cool. I think you guys probably agree. Either way, user, the Muffin Man, I guess, is the creator of this page, so consult him if you want to add blah, blah, blah. Okay. Either way, here's a Clockwork, here's his vintage, here's his mint gray. Very cool that he already has different skins. He's gonna be a main tune. He has a light brown clock. He wears black and white suit with long socks and black shoes. He also has a light brown tie and a mustache / pair of clock hands. Aw, I wish I could see his hands. Either way, his skill check is 4, his movement speed's 3, so 7 plus 5, 12, 15, 16. Wait, is it 16 stars for every tune? Or is it 15? Am I stupid? All my life, I thought it was 15 stars. Am I tripping? Like, let me look at Boxing here. Boxing has 6, 9, 12, 15. Yeah, y'all are just overshooting it. I guess people with OCs give them 16 stars. That's fine. However, this guy seems like definitely a definitely a distractor. He has 1 extraction speed. Okay, good news. This tune does have a twisted version. It also hopefully has a trinket. Either way, its first ability is called Chime. This tune can activate a 10-second timer that attracts Twisteds when it chimes. Cool, okay, so it's like Pebble's bark ability. Got it. Not bad, not bad. And its passive ability is this tune's distraction speed increases by 0.1 for machines they complete, maxes out 1.2. Okay, that sucks. So his abilities aren't good. Let's be real. I mean, this one's fine, but it's just a copy of another main tune. And then this guy's not, like, his extraction speed's 1. Like, why is this guy going to be on machines? He's not. He's going to be distracting. However, let's go ahead and take a look at his twisted version. Twisted Clockwork. He looks like Clockwork, but he's much taller and thinner. His face is heavily cracked, as you can see, with one eye missing and the other eye being white with black lines that look like the design of a clock. His torso is in 2. I see that. So kind of like V, connected by a layer of ichor underneath. His legs are heavily disfigured and lengthened by ichor, so very much like V and Shelly. He's large, roaming, twisted. His special ability is that when spawning a tune, he stops in place to point at them, inflicting slow 3 and beginning to drain their stamina. If this tune gets out of sight while he drains their stamina, he will lose interest. But if they don't have sight in time, how long is the timer? He'll begin to chase them. This ability, him a large threat if there's another Twisted nearby. Oh yeah, 1,000,000%. Besides this, he has average speed and above average attention span and detection range. Ooh, we have some audio cues of the Twisted. Let's hear what his feet sound like, shall we? Ooh, that's really good. That is how I wish it was 2 steps back to back, like back to backs, but that does sound like a tune taking steps. Let's check this out. Ooh, that's ominous, dude. For sure, that's sick. A bell sounds that plays a loop while he chases. No, this is like Dead by Daylight. Wait. That's so cool. And a grandfather chiming sound that plays idly. That's so scarily ominous. Oh, I love that. I love that so much. Upon getting 100% research on him, you'll be rewarded with the clock. let's check out this trinket. And the effect of the clock is increases stamina regeneration by 20%. Not super original, but still pretty solid and good for most extractors. So originally, because his ability sucked, I was gonna peg him down lower. However, I love the sound effects. I love the originality in the sound effects. He has a twisted version that is very original, very cool concept. I could see it being in the game. I would say this is an A+ tune. Not quite S, but a very, very high A. Well done. Also, how have I already been doing this for 20 minutes? We are already deep into this. Let's go ahead and look at your guys' original tune. This tune's name is Whimsy. Whimsy is going to be a normal tune with a skill check of 5. No movement speed, no stamina. Can't do that. 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 3 is 12. Okay, so I'm just gonna say 2 stamina, 1 movement speed. You're fine. But 25% research on Twisted Hocus. Thank you for subscribing. Complete 3 mastery. Okay, so this is the first tune where you need mastery on Razzle and Dazzle to get. But his ability is gonna be called Manual Warping. Use your mouse and click the teleport. It can go through walls. This is your only mode of transportation. Very cool, very original. However, God, that sounds miserable. That actually sounds miserable. But I do like it. I don't really see it being in the game though. I don't think that mechanic would ever work. I'm gonna have to give it a C. But Whimsy looks very, very cool. Aesthetically, it's an A. But the tune itself, a C. Up next, we have Mossy. Whoa. Which is going to be a main tune who clearly is going to be an extractor. Or no, distractor. Sorry. Main tune distractor named Mossy. Mossy is very energetic and loves to play with others. When he's scared, he tucks into his bush fluff to hide. He hides a metal charm in his fur and offers it to people he hates. Wow. Wow. The charm will drain the life slowly from the person who holds it or carries it. The life force drained is then used to power it. It is demonic. You're gonna need 100% research on Mossy and 100% or 50% research on Pebble. Hopefully Mossy doesn't hate Pebble. Hopefully that means he likes Pebble. Overmore. Here are his 2 abilities. His first ability is going to be called Overgrowth, not to be mistaken with Oven Growth. Could you imagine Oven Growth? I now use the ability Oven Growth. If you are now cooking muffins, they now multiply by 3 times the size. Create a 3-foot radius of grass and bushes where you're standing. Okay. When you're in the zone, all Twisteds can't see you. Very good for extracting. The zone lasts for 20 seconds. That's a long time. Has a cooldown of 40 seconds. That's pretty short. The cooldown timer doesn't start until the zone disappears and the zone stays in one place when activated. Okay, so the cooldown is closer to 60 seconds. Very, very good. However, they're definitely more of a distractor, but this could still be good. This is still good. I still like it. And his active ability, or he has another active ability, which is when he gets hit, he gets a 25% running speed boost for 3 seconds, but your stamina drains 2 times as fast. Okay, cool. I like overpowered buffs having major drawbacks. Very, very good, very unique, very cool. So far, so good. As you can see, we have Twisted Mossy. Twisted Mossy has an above average speed, average attention span, and average detection range. Twisted Mossy will spawn vines around the machine you're using when you fail a skill check. Okay, so like anywhere on the map. The vines will kick you off the machine, and you can't use it for 3 seconds. Also, when he's on the floor, your skill check bar gets 10% smaller. Okay. I like that a lot. I actually really like the way this Twisted works. It punishes you for failing skill checks. Awesome. And last but certainly not least, let's go ahead and investigate his charm called the Cursed Flower Charm. The Cursed Flower Charm is going to increase stealth and extraction speed by 20%. So very bad on the extraction speed. So this is hopefully whatever I am about to read is very good for distractors. But decrease stamina by 1 star and skill cat. Oh, increase stealth and extraction speed by 20%, but decrease stamina by 1 star and skill check bar size by 10%. Okay, so it buffs stealth and extraction speed, but lowers your skill check and stamina. So overall, not great for distractors. That's just not very great now, is it? I guess, you know, it's a pretty solid argument to be a good extractor charm, I think. As long as you have a decently sized skill check bar, but that could be mitigated with items or a different trinket. So, Yeah, I don't hate it. All in all, Mossy's pretty flushed out. I could see it fitting into the Danny's verse for sure. I think this is... It does have 16 stars, so it is 1 over. Unless, is that just an OC thing? For OCs, are people just allowed to use 16 stars? Like, is this some weird thing that I don't know about? Either way, I mean, I'll take it. I think this is an A. This is definitely an A tier. Very flushed out, very thought out, has everything, moving components to it. If something's a little bit too overpowered in churn, it has negative side effects, which is very good. Very solid tune. But would I get my credit card out for it? Maybe. I might get my credit card out for it. Very, very cool nonetheless. Either way, that is going to be all the OCs for today. Make sure you guys join the Discord if you want me to rank your own OCs. And as always, inside of that Discord, I look at your guys' video ideas and video recommendations. So make sure you go there if you have a super unique idea that you guys want me to see. Either way, I love you guys, and make sure you guys don't subscribe so I don't have to wear that stupid freaking Poppy costume. All right. Love you guys. Bye.